We live in the world that you may not feel invited. You have to figure out how to invite yourself. Figure out what makes you feel comfortable in a space. For me, you gotta start with what gives you joy. What would you be doing if there's no cameras at all? My first time climbing was in school. And at school, there was a climbing wall. And I was like, oh, like I gotta get on it. And I went from the climbing wall to working at the gym really quick. For me, climbing is like meditation. When I'm doing it, everything else kind of quiets, and I have to be really focused on it. Otherwise, you fall. And so I really love that about it. I love the focus. I love the community aspect. It's not about getting to the top, it's the joy of the journey, and I'm just trying to rise. When your career and your passion align, it's pretty rad, but for me, it was super unexpected. I had a friend, and he was like always trying to get me to model for stuff. And I was like, I don't know. And so one time I was like, all right, I'm gonna show up. However, I'm injured right now, so I'm gonna show up with a camera. He doesn't know, but I've been practicing. I was like, just set me up on a fixed line. I'm a little injured. You can totally get some pictures of me. He goes and looks at the photos, and he was like, would you consider doing more of this? So when I graduated, I started working. I'm hustling. I have student debt. I just wanted to be outside and show that like you can be outside the way that you want to. You can come with your flavor and be who you are. And people started taking notice. By this time, I've been climbing for some years already. And what I recognized is I don't see the images that I want to see. I don't see the diversity of who I know, that we're being overlooked because we're off the radar. Let me pick up a camera and illuminate who I think is cool. I'm gonna be Jimmy Chin today. So I was working in New York City, and then when I'd get opportunities, I would red-eye out and fly back in and then keep my same workload until I had a boss that was like, I don't think you know. Like, you could literally take this brand strategy stuff you've been doing and just apply it to the outdoor world. So I was like, yeah, I can't stay in New York. I'm always flying west, so let me move to the Bay. I was interviewing for jobs out here. That was January 2020. By March 2020, all of them froze. So I was put in a position of like, I'm all in. I had 2 years worth of work, just kind of sat on hard drives. And after George Floyd, brands and people all of a sudden started hitting me up. Now there's interest in people of color and people of color outside. So now you're trying to use it in a very different way to promote that you're doing these things in the outdoors. I really thought it was gonna last 6 months. I just never knew that that was gonna turn into what it is now. Not at all. It's been a couple of years now, and my goal is just to be inclusive and figure out how to do stuff that illuminates other people. I'm gonna go as far as I can. What's natural is to focus on stories that you're around. I know a bunch of dope women, I know a bunch of dope people of color. I would recognize I'm outside, and I would herald certain brands that they're so good at environmentalism and things like that, but why can't you be great at including me, including us? There's a whole bunch of people that we want to see our stories too. Why can't you be great at this too and telling more inclusive stories? Like, that would be amazing. And I told this to them to their face, and I ended up working with them. I believe in just being honest. Ushering someone outside and making sure that they feel safe, people remember that. People want to try. The first time I went outside, I was like, oh, bumper stickers change. Bumper stickers change. And so growing out with a group that just made me feel comfortable to be out there, that meant the world to me to be like, okay, I can feel safe out here. Because usually once you get to the crag, you feel pretty good. But on the way, it's kind of like, I don't know. It's not about excluding anybody else. It's about elevating whoever needs to feel comfortable in a space that hasn't felt like it's for them. No matter what you look like, that's something all of us can do. It doesn't always have to be visual. It's how you feel welcomed. It's the smiles. It's like, oh, I love the way you were working on that. It's people being kind. I remember I was bouldering at a gym in Japan, and I got in there and I was like, oh my God, they're playing Migos. I'm fluent in Migoese. I'm from Atlanta. And then they're like, send it, send it. And then I tried to have a conversation. None of them spoke, but they all complimented and said all the key climbing phrases in English. But I felt so invited and pumped up. It's just that, it's the atmosphere. Climbing is an expansive world. I started sport climbing. Then I was like, oh, I need to boulder more. And then this whole world of big mountain, how can I start training? Then you're on the big mountain, you're like, oh, I gotta add in skiing. Being in the adventure space is also making sure you have the right training that you can go and do some of the big stuff. It takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of effort. That one picture could have been a culmination of like 5 or 6 years of effort just to get there. And so I super appreciate the support and the love from Touchstone, not for just my climbing, but the continued rise in all that I'm doing. My goal is to be someone that makes it fun and also prove that you don't need to have started at a climbing team when you were, 6. For so many people, that wasn't even a possibility. You can start wherever you are and just do something dope with it. I never expected to be here, I'm just gonna be honest. I never expected my life to go the way it is. And so I never take it for granted. There's just so much that's possible, and some moments you have to recognize may not come back. Take it, enjoy it. Why not show your joy with it and, have fun outside?